live yet again. Let's see who's gonna pop in. Hello, hello. See some people jumping in now. What's up, guys? Let's see. Hopefully that fixes it. Am I back? Am I back? Oh, I think I'm back. I'm back, I'm back, I'm back. Wow. Maybe it's the uh if you watched the last live, Nora F. Patrick, please say my name. You got it. Your name. Um, wonder why it's lagging so much. Are we good now? It's fine here. Try to exit YouTube and come back, everyone. Yeah, try that. See if that works. Good now? Good now? Okay, good. Just had to give AT&T a call, just like, hey guys, like, yeah, right. So, we got featured on Sir Spooks. Hell yeah. He sent me a Twitter message a while back and was like, "Hey man, you guys are really good. I'd love to feature you." And I was like, "Heck yeah, man, go for it. Whatever you want to do." And so he sent me a tweet today and he was like, "Hey man, I'm featuring your Hughes and Porter episode." I was like, "Hell yeah." And what do you know? We broke 25,000 subscribers today. That's amazing. You guys are seriously like unbelievable. Unbelievable. So somebody just asked where's Sean, and I know we said we were gonna put that video up, and we still plan on doing it. But Sean actually had to take a step back from filming the actual investigations because of what happened in Eureka. It really, really, really got to him. So much so that even for a week or so after we got back, I didn't even hear from him. He like disappeared, went to Lake Tahoe with his wife, and they just did their own thing. And it was pretty crazy. It was pretty crazy. So yeah, he's not filming the actual investigations anymore. He's definitely trying to help out as much as he can with doing B-roll and drone shots and things like that. So you guys will still see him around, but yeah, he just can't do the actual investigations, unfortunately, which is pretty crazy. But yeah, it's funny because we get those comments every once in a while. And people are like, "This stuff is so fake and fake, fake, fake," and I'm like, and Sean was like, "Really?" Like, if he goes, "I wish there was fake." Because then I wouldn't have to leave. Then I'd be like, cool, like whatever, like let's keep going and we'll keep doing these more episodes. But he's like, anybody that says that, they're out of their minds because he's like, I have to step back because of what like attached itself to me in Eureka. So people thought that was pretty crazy. Chris, thank you so much. Appreciate that. See the super chat. Mr. Costa, I see that super chat as well from Brazil. I can speak tonight, I promise. Appreciate it, guys. That helps us out tremendously. So, What else is going on, guys? What do you guys want to know? I'll be the new cameraman. You got it. Come on out. We do have quite a bit of stuff in the works, guys. We've got some pretty big locations, kind of trying to get everything settled in, and then of course we've got the. Oh, we're back. We're back. I think. Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know what it is. We've live streamed out of this garage like probably like 6 or 7 times, and no issues, none. And then last time, when we were mapping SLS figures and catching EVPs in here, uh, it worked just fine. And then now when we come back, this happens. Little weird, guys. A little bizarre. It's the neon ghost. I know. We did settle on a name for him. Uh, I think most of you were on the last live stream. We have named him Super Chat. Joshua, thank you. Appreciate that. Maddie asks if Sean is okay. He, I mean, yes and no. Uh, Last I spoke with him, yeah, he was feeling better. He wasn't feeling quite as messed up as he did. But he said that he still doesn't feel like he's 100%. Like he still feels like there's um, something attached to him or something that's negatively affecting him. So it might take a little bit longer. I mean, it might take a while. Who knows for him to kind of fully kind of move on from this. So. How am I feeling about this though? How am I feeling about Sean having to step back? Is that what you mean? Um, I mean, it definitely sucks because I brought Sean in kind of in the middle of season one, when we did the Winchester Mystery House, and we have great chemistry, on the camera, and we capture some amazing stuff, and so that I'm bummed out that like he isn't there with me now, but at the same token, I mean, I'm happy too because I don't want him to. And I told him this when we initially were talking about him coming out and being part of the team. Is I never wanted him to be in a situation that he didn't want to be in, and I didn't want him to feel like he had to show up and film regardless. I told him that if you don't feel right or things don't feel right or you don't feel comfortable with even with the location, I was like, that's fine. Like, just let me know when we'll figure out what to do, and whatnot. But just don't. You don't need to. I'm not asking you to do something that you don't want to do, basically. And he he definitely did his best he could. Like I said, we captured some unbelievable stuff, guys. I'm thinking about putting together like a top 10, scariest moments from the haunted side video or something like that. Uh, Actually, that's probably a good idea. You guys should comment what your favorite parts are so we can get that up there. Where's Jason? Jason's probably home. I didn't tell him that I was going live. I just kind of came out here, sat down, and was like, you know what? I'm not gonna work on this stuff tonight. I'm gonna go live because we got like 300 already new subscribers just from this Sir Spooks feature. So I wanted to pop on and talk with you guys and say welcome to all these new people and all these new faces. Will you allow will allow you to grow too. Change is good. Exactly, Pamela. Exactly. Because now bringing Jason in, it's a whole different dynamic. But I think it's just as good, if not better. And now Jason's really, because Jason's five investigations in now. I think he's kind of starting to hit his stride too. Because in the first few episodes, he was very quiet and was just kind of trying to find his place because he didn't want it to feel, and I didn't want it to feel like Sean was being replaced, because that wasn't what was happening. He just can't do the investigation side of things. I think Jason definitely kind of took his time and was just kind of like making sure that he wasn't stepping on anybody's toes. And I think now he's kind of found what works for him. Somebody says, "Have you thought about investigating the?" Ian says, "Have you thought about investigating the Goldfield Hotel?" And we absolutely have. The only issue is that the guy who owns it, Red, no longer actually runs the booking and that sort of stuff for it. It's his son, and his son, from what I was told, is not a very big paranormal guy, and so he's kind of like put the brakes on a lot of it. But we have some different connections out there, and we're trying to get that one pushed through. There are a couple of other locations in Goldfield. I know the Nixon building is one, and then the Goldfield High School out there that we do have access to. We just need to get down there and do that filming. There's Jason. Stormfront Creative. Where's Jason? He's the best. Exactly. Let's see. Clean up them dang cords. Yep, that's the truth. Guys, I'm telling you, like, if you want to know what it's really like to be a ghost hunter, this is what it's like. Oh, just boxes and boxes of cords everywhere. It's terrible. Melissa, thank you so much. David Morrison, thanks. Love your show. Thank you, sir. Lee Tedder, Sir Spooks is how I found you. Thank you, thank you. You are one of those new faces we were just talking about. It is excellent to see you, and welcome to the family. I think we're all one big haunted family. Let's see, Patrick. I want to start my own paranormal investigation channel. I have a haunted doll. If you wanted to check it out, I've used Ouija board to communicate her. Oh wow, that's pretty cool. Haunted dolls are no joke. Just ask Jason. Well, this isn't what I wanted to see right now. Somebody posted that. That's pretty funny. No, it might be one more. Woo! I'm gonna scroll down here in about 3 minutes and see. Bless you, bless you, bless you, bless you, bless you. Let's keep going. I hate Sir Spook's dumb voice. But congratulations, Joshua. Thank you. Everybody's got their thing. When I listen to the voiceovers from the haunted side, I'm like, man, if I was just somebody watching this, I'd be like, that dude has a dumb voice. Same with Chills and same with all of them. They've got what makes them unique, and you either love it or hate it. Paranormal Quest is pretty good too. Yeah, they're good. I've reached out to them a few times, and I think, it's tough because they're in, I believe it's Ohio, somewhere kind of Midwest, and we're based in Reno, so it's going to take travel to get out there. Which, again, that's where you guys signing up as a patron and all that stuff helps out tremendously, because that allows us to get to these places, to secure those locations, and then do these collab videos. So, patreon.com/the haunted side. Sir Spooks sent me. Thank you, Charles. Yep, there's a bunch of you guys from old Sir Spooks. It's funny, he sent me a message on Twitter and he was like, I'm gonna feature you guys. I was like, awesome, man, thank you. And that was like 6 months ago. So I'm glad that he finally popped in and made it happen. Come out to the Stanley Hotel. Heck yes. We'd love to get out there. And again, that's gonna take some patrons. Silver Queen Hotel, Sonia. Let's see. Scooting on down. Fun fact: the person when people say "bless you," when you see it's because it's believed that every time you see this part of your soul is expelled. That's true, and leaves you vulnerable for possession. Yes, I remember that. Have you ever reached out to UGUE? They seem like great guys, but some of the evidence seems iffy. I don't know if I've heard of UGUE. I'll check it out though and see. But if some of the evidence seems kind of I don't know if that's a good pairing up for us. Paranormal Files. That's another one. We've reached out to them. We just got to play that. Unfortunately, got to play that waiting game. See if they ever check their email. See, got one friend to hopefully subscribe here. Heck yes, Robert. Thank you so much. You build an empire one stone at a time. So every single sub, every single like, every single comment, guys, it's just one brick in the wall. So thank you. Got one friend to hopefully subscribe. Oh, I just read that and I'm read it again. So thank you again, Robert. See, look, one friend, you get another one friend, you get another one friend. Good to go. Urban ghost exploration. I'd like to have your take on them. Yeah, if you have something that you want me to check out, or if I say like, yeah, that's it, like written down, and then I'll be like, oh yeah, I need to do that because if I've got so much stuff going on that I'll just be like, oh crap, what was that again? What was that again? So if you have something like that, just shoot it to me in an email, patrick@thehauntedSide.com. Super easy to remember. Um, you're editing the lows, everyone out of the water. Hey. Oh, you probably meant to say blows. And thank you. I appreciate that. That is definitely the longest, most tedious part of the whole process is actually sitting down in the editing room and getting, all of the stuff and all of the story together and exactly how we want to do it. And I want to say thank you to everybody that's watched the latest episode, the Wash Show Club, because I definitely tried some new stuff and I kind of tried a slightly new approach to things. Because I mean everybody knows Wash Show Club. It's world renowned, world famous, and there's thousands, tens of thousands of videos, if not hundreds of thousands of videos shot there. And when we went in, even with the B-roll, like I wanted it to feel different. I wanted it to feel like you'd never seen that place before. And even a lot of the stuff that we would normally do, the voiceover in the intro, voiceover in the outro, just voiceovers period throughout the episode. When I sat down to start kind of doing that stuff, I was like, you know what? I was like, I don't think it needs it. I think that it would make it feel a little eerier and maybe a little creepier if I just let and even like double because I doubled the amount of B-roll, especially in the intro, that we would normally do, and just let it run. And I think it kind of because most of the people will just take pictures from the outside of the building. They'll do an intro from the outside of the building, showing you the building, and then they go in. And I like the fact that it was like, cut to a couple of different clips of inside the Wash Show Club, and just that's it. And then we did shoot an intro just in case we wanted to use it in the outside of the building. When the sun was down and just kind of the building behind me. And even dropping that into the timeline and playing it after the B-roll, going to that and then starting the investigation, I don't like it. I was like, I don't like it. I was like, it doesn't feel raw. It doesn't feel like the haunted side. It felt like it was contrived. It felt like, we were just kind of going through the motions. Okay, we had B-roll. Now we need to do this. Now we need to do that. So I literally cut all of it and I went straight to where we're standing on the outside of the museum, kind of walking up the staircase. And I was like, we're walking to the second floor, guys. I've got the SLS camera in the office. Let's go. And I think that really kind of that was the way to do it. Of course, we got some hate too. There are people saying that this episode was the biggest letdown so far. I think is I read that comment, and that's fine. I mean, obviously, it's not going to be for everybody, but I think the overwhelming majority of you guys got it. You kind of understood where I was coming from, and again, I just wanted it to be different. I wanted it to feel like you'd never seen an investigation of the Washoe Club, even though you've seen hundreds of investigations at the Washoe Club. So that was very long-winded, and um, I hope you guys enjoy that. Odd audio sounds. You guys are hearing audio sounds. Some crazy stuff. Did you hear that? Already? As long as the Ovilus doesn't like turn itself on and go unholy, I think we're good. Emily says your editing is really great. Would you ever hire an editor once you become more popular? Probably not, to be honest. I it's not that I don't know how to say. I mean, I have a vision, obviously, for kind of what I see. And I feel like it would take longer and it would be harder for me to explain how I see things and then have that person take the footage and do it. I think that would take even longer than for me to just sit down and go, okay, I know what happened. I kind of know an idea of where I want, things to go. I'm gonna just sit down and do it. You know what I mean? I've always kind of been that person anyways, right? If you want something done right, do it yourself kind of thing. Um, I did miss some backstory. Yeah, see, that's the thing, Jackie. Yeah, definitely. I mean, I wanted to go into it, but it's like at the same time, I was like, a lot of people are already gonna know an awful lot about the Washoe Club, and I didn't want it to feel, kind of like a refresher, like a Washoe Club 201. You know what I mean? Like I didn't want it to feel like something just kind of being like, okay, and here we go again. This is what happened. This is what happened. But I mean, it could have used a little bit, but I opted to just do the just totally raw, totally just boom, jump right into it. Aaron, the haunted side is better than Ghost Adventures for sure. Thank you so much, Aaron. I really appreciate that. That means quite a bit. Speaking of speaking of paranormal groups and television shows and all this kind of stuff, I've been getting some emails and some phone calls from a lot of different people that are, uh, people who like are, involved or like own or, um, have ties to a lot of the locations that we've been investigating recently. And they're getting a lot of phone calls and emails and things themselves from some of these other things and other groups and things like that, saying like, how the heck did they get into Donovan Mill? How did they get into the Comstock Mill? How did they get into this and this and this and this? And um, see, told you. They're probably watching this live stream. LPS. I am actually in my garage, so there is zero internet connection. It is all cell, AT&T cell service. But we've live streamed out here many a times and have no issues. But tonight it just seems like the internet is stacked against us. Oh, Melissa, I was only standing up to reconnect because I'm streaming from the iPad but reading comments on the phone, and so I have to jump back there and press reconnect. It's kind of a nightmare, but you do what you got to do. Live with Laney, thank you very much for posting up that merchandise link. Head on over there, guys, if you want some haunted side stuff. I think there's a promo going on. I think it's like 20% off of everything. Just put in the promo code haunted, and it's 20% off of everything. We were going, what did I say? We're going all Bed Bath and Beyond on you. 20% off. Hey, what did you name that ghost? We named this ghost. Ooh, This ghost right here. Is this the one you're talking about? This ghost. His name is Super Chat because it's literally what keeps us going. Oh man. Didn't we name him Super Chat? Yes, we did. Super Chat Ghost. That is the one. LPS, I'm in Reno this weekend. Let's get some drinks. I'm down. I'd be drinking right now, but YouTube would be mad at me. I'm just kidding. Um, Messenger, Guardians, Paranormal, will Sean ever return? That's going to be completely up to him. And again, it just kind of depends on where he's at, physically, mentally, spiritually, everything. But I mean, it really got to him, guys. I promise you, it really, really, really did. Dezombified raid. What on earth is that? Somebody explain. Whoop whoop. First time getting to catch you live. Thank you, Jenny. Glad you made it. They're bringing people to your live chat. Oh, excellent. Tell them thank you if they don't jump in themselves. Where's the next adventure? Martha, the I think the next location, actually, I think the next investigation is probably going to be the Biltmore Hotel, the big event there. We're going to live stream, hopefully, as much as we can, probably close to the whole thing. So I think that's probably going to be the next one. Oh, there we go. Dezombified, you're welcome. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. What is your channel? What do you guys do? I'm gonna have to check that out. Russ, have a good night. Take it easy. Take care. Thank you for popping in. Love your channel. What I've seen is up there with Ghost Adventures. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. When is the live stream day/time? So the live stream for the Tahoe Biltmore is going to probably start around 6 o'clock on 6 o'clock Pacific time, PM on the 15th, and then run until we stop. I mean, who knows? We'll probably do a bunch of different sessions, but from about 6 o'clock till 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, I'm sure. And then the next night, about the same time, about 6 o'clock, and then until we stop or the iPad blows up or something gets thrown at it. Who knows? I mean, you guys already know. Mark says, salutations from Utah. You're just one state over there, Mark. Actually, I was in Utah. I was in Salt Lake. About maybe 8, 9 months ago, I filmed. I was a guest star for Ghost Vlogs, and we did the Ted Bundy cellar, the old cellar that like where his house used to be on top of it, and then now it's just this empty cellar. And there was actually people that were murdered in there, and it was pretty nuts. Ghost Adventures is over the top, you guys are on this. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. When you get to being on your 20th season, 21st, 22nd season, whatever it is, when you're on a cable network, guys, the cable networks, they care about one thing, and that's ratings. That's it. Because the higher the ratings, the more money they get to charge the advertisers. And so that's it. And so, I don't know exactly the inner workings of their camp and how things run, but I can tell you from experiences with other projects and things. When you're working with people who all they want is ratings, then you have to give them ratings. And it doesn't matter. Like, it's not like one of those things where like, oh, we went here, nothing really happened. That's not good enough. That's like, well, you're getting pulled. Like, see you later, move on. We'll find the next people who can be like, oh, I went here and this happened and this happened and this happened. So, it is what it is, and It's why the haunted side has turned down every single television offer that we have received. I have been on the phone with people and literally told them to go fuck themselves and then hung up on them and never returned another phone call. And that's the one thing that I won't budge on is creative control, financial control, all this stuff. All these production companies, all these TV networks. They want that. They want everything. They want to send a crew with us, film everything, and then take it back and cut it into whatever they want. And not gonna do it. Sorry. Plus, all we need to do is get to 1 million subscribers here, and we don't need it at all. We can totally be self-funding everything, doing all the locations with the best gear in the world, and be putting out. That's creepy. And be putting out episodes every week. You know what I mean? That's the goal. We do need to go. Jason says we need to go back to the. We need to go back to the Donovan Mill and do a return to and do like a proper return to episode, and we absolutely, absolutely do. Let's make it happen. The people want a Donovan Mill sequel. I know, that's what I'm saying. Let's go. We need to do that. How's the old partner doing? He's doing all right. We talked about it a little bit earlier. I mean, he's okay. Just kind of getting, doing his thing, and he's got a lot of. I mean, his wife and him, they just bought a house and all kinds of stuff. So they're wrapped up in just normal everyday life stuff. A return to Donovan would be great. I know. We definitely need to do it. Have you had any more activity in your garage? Well, I've heard some noises. Just heard a garage door open, and my garage door didn't open. That's a little creepy. But I don't know. Do you guys want to? Should I break out some? Should I break out some gear? Should we see if we got anything? I don't even know where anything is. I'd have to do a bit of digging. Oh, I see part of the SLS camera. Not all of it, though. Yes, 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 yes. As I'm like, oops. Don't have it all. And everybody's like, get it! Get everything! Unfortunately, the SLS camera will definitely not work because I don't have the tablet. But I've got this beast right here. Let's see what the old Ovilus has to say. I know. It is sad. Mop?
Shown. Sun.
Mop shown sun, please. What does that mean?
Cold. Lasting. Value. Smell. Soul.
Cold lasting value? And then it says soul. Yeah, mop cleanup on aisle 5? It could be. It has said stranger things before. That's the truth. Spirit box. I don't even think I have the spirit box in here right now. No, I don't. Ooh, I've got like a 3-day-old IHOP coffee. Yank. What if the coffee just flew out of my hand? That's not sponsorship, by the way. That's just, happened to be there and got a cup of coffee to go. Tease. Spend the. Oh, did you guys hear it? It said bag, but it said it that weird way. It was like bag. Spend a night here in Glencoe, Scotland. Listen to the screams on the wind. 38 men and women and children murdered in 1692. It's an experience. Wow. Sounds like some pretty dark stuff. A super chat and he'll drink it. Thanks, Jason. Appreciate it. Probably would, though, honestly. What? It's just coffee. There's no cream or anything in it. I don't put cream in coffee, so it's just coffee. Yeah, no, I had yesterday and it screwed you up. That's usually what they do. That is usually what it does. Floor's dirty. Now, don't get IHOP confused with the other one. What's Waffle House? Waffle House is the one that's like crazy. Waffle House is the one that's like, you have to. It's like the cook has like a cigarette in his mouth and like, it's like falling into your eggs and shit like that. I'm just kidding. Oh man, Waffle House is. I'm gonna wake up to a very nasty email from Waffle House. Jason sent $1.99. Drink it. No. I can't drink it. It's gonna take more than $2, Jason. Sorry. Waffle House is a world star mecca. Yeah, that's the truth. It's like half their videos are there. They're endorsed by them. I want my money back. Too late. It's YouTube's now. Oh man. Oh, look at that. 16 minutes ago, we received a new patron. Meet Chris. Hey, Chris. Thank you so much, buddy. Appreciate that. Guys, seriously, like all these patrons, I mean, it helps so much because all these locations, everything that we're doing, like everything charges. Like it's not like we can just be like, hey, let us film our paranormal series. They're like, yeah, right. You know what I mean? It's good. Look, $5 to not drink it. See, this is like a bidding war. Phoenix gave me $5 to not drink it. So now somebody has to do like $8 to drink it, and then $10 to not drink it, and then $15 to drink it, and then just keep going. Yay! Look, everybody's happy. P. Good night. Take care. Have a great night. Oh my god, I didn't know you guys had merch. I'm buying some for my friend right now for her birthday. Heck yes, Maddie, buy some of that merch. Give it a go. Phoenix, see you later. Not to drink what? You must have just tuned in because we were talking about like this 3 or 4 day old IHOP coffee that's just kind of sitting over here. Ay, ay, ay. Late to stream, what's up? Whoa, Sindal, there she is. Somebody's feeling better, I hope. Aaron bought a shirt a couple days ago. I saw that. Thank you so much. You're amazing. Oh, so what you guys want to do? I didn't have much to talk about today. I just kind of popped on. I was bored and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go sit in there and hang out with Super Chat. Here he is, right here, guys. I feel like I should put like some Velcro right here and just kind of stick him on my shoulder. Keep him like a parrot. All he does is just like repeat back EVPs. So, how much is your patron? It can be however much you want. Hampshire Today, I think that's what Hampshire Today. Um, it could be, I mean, you could do $1 a month, you could do $100 a month, you could do $10,000 a month, whatever you want. And like I said before, we just went over 25,000 subscribers, and if every single one did $1, that would mean we would be doing episodes every single week at the most craziest locations you can imagine. And it would be like game over. Like we would be able to completely fund this series forever, for as long as people kept doing that. So yeah, anything helps, and we appreciate it. Put them on a shirt. Lori, I like what you're saying here. I like what you're saying here. There will be, yeah, there will be a super chat the ghost shirt. Um, yeah, absolutely. Can we have a singing segment every live stream? LOL, pretty please. Yes, we can. That's a wonderful idea. Sorry, I don't have 10K a month. Hey, it's all good. I always throw it out there because one of these days somebody's gonna be like, "Well, damn, I've got this, $800 million, and let's make it happen." Or just like one of these days, like Mr. Beast or somebody just pops in. They're like, "Oh, you guys, here's 100 grand. Go film like four seasons." Craziest experience. Oh man, I've got so many. Oh, there's so many crazy things, guys. I don't know. You you might have heard me say it before, but I have done like well over 1,000 investigations in my lifetime, and I have absolutely seen some pretty unbelievable stuff, like some pretty crazy stuff. Waverly Hills Sanitarium was nuts. That's one of my go-tos because I was actually scratched on my back, like my side. I was scratched so hard it started bleeding. And it was cold in Kentucky. I think it was probably like January or something like that. It was freezing up there, and I was wearing like a thermal shirt, a hoodie or a jacket, or a sweater, and then a jacket, and it started burning, and I was like, what the hell is that? And I looked, flashlight and everything, trying to see if I like ran into something, like cut my jacket or whatever, like tore the fabric, and nothing. There was nothing there except when I lifted up my shirt, three scratches deep enough that they started bleeding, which was insane. Insane. So that was definitely some crazy stuff. Um, What's another crazy one? I mean, the stuff that you guys have seen on these episodes recently too. I mean, the chair going flying at the Donovan Mill was insane. Um, just if you haven't seen that one, I know some of you guys are new. Some of you guys are here new from the Sir Spooks feature that we got a few hours ago. Um, go watch the Donovan Mill because it it was insane. It was so intense, and yeah. And then, like Jason's saying too, we did a live stream there a few weeks back, maybe a month ago, part of the world's largest ghost hunt, and there was probably 30 people initially, and towards the end of the night, there was maybe only a dozen or so of us, and we were walking around there, and we got stuff flying like through the air, um, on camera on a live stream that there's no way that it could have moved the way that it did. I mean, it was absolutely insane. And that one's the live from the Donovan Mill live stream. The second part, just fast forward about an hour or so when we start doing the actual walk around through the mill, and holy hell, that place is nuts. And we are going back. I know Jason, that's on his bucket list, especially before it starts snowing, because we're in Reno, which is technically the desert, but we're high desert, so we're at like 4,000, 4,500 feet, something like that. So we get a ton of snow out here. So we won't be able to go anywhere pretty soon. Have you seen full-bodied apparitions? Yes, I've seen many full-bodied apparitions. Actually, one of the very first experiences I had as a kid when I was 8 years old. My family, we moved into this old farmhouse in Texas. It was about an hour outside of Dallas, and literally we're moving in, day we're moving in, my mom starts bringing stuff up to the attic and she finds a satanic altar. Then she finds another satanic altar in the basement and then one in a barn that was on the property. She did some research and found out it was actually used as a satanic church in the 1960s. So there was like a congregation of Satan that worshipped in this house, which you can imagine there was some pretty dark energy in there because of that. And I used to hear stuff in the attic because my bedroom was on the second floor. I used to hear like footsteps in the attic. And I was a boy growing up in Texas. If it was raccoons or if it was a squirrel or something like that, I knew what that sounded like. I would go up there and just get them out. I would hear like heavy, like boot, like doom doom, like, and it would start from one corner of the attic and it would come towards me and then stop right above me. And so whatever was walking and then just would stop right above me. Super creepy. But full bodied apparition. What happened is I was sleeping one night and I felt something just sit on my bed, like heavy, like enough that it woke me up. And I, opened my eyes. I have two brothers, so I just assumed it was one of them, but it wasn't. It was this black figure, just dark, and it was dark in my room, but it was like darker than dark, like just black silhouette of a person, or what looked like a person, humanoid shape, just sitting on the edge of the bed, staring at the wall. So it was looking away from me. Um, but I could see a depression in the blanket. Like I could see where there was weight, like something was sitting there. And I was just like, hell no. And I was only 8, right? So I was just like, I booked it out of there. Yeah, it was pretty scary, pretty terrifying stuff. Yeah, super insane, guys. The haunted site Instagram references videos not on your channel anymore. Any chance of posting those videos again? There were a couple of videos that I did, um, kind of with some friends. There was one that we did at the psychiatric graveyard out here, but I I asked one of them to just kind of film it, and she didn't really like film it. She just kind of like held the camera right here, and so the whole thing is just like of waist down shots of everybody. So it's kind of weird. I did another one at the cigar bar in Virginia City. That I brought another old friend out to, and it was up there for a while, but we weren't censoring anything. Then I was just doing like completely raw, just like up, and I mean it got a lot of hate because people were like, oh my god, like you know you guys are cursing like crazy and blah 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 blah. So I was just kind of like, okay, I was like, sorry, we didn't start censoring stuff just yet. My bad. It's YouTube, right? So I was actually thinking about that the other day, maybe going back through that footage and kind of re-editing it and maybe taking the censorship out or something like that. But at the same time, I'm like, why the hell would I do that if Jason and I can just go back up there and film another one with all of the new gear that we have? Because I mean, I didn't have.
Constant.
Oh, the Ovilus made a nice little recovery there.
Minute.
Constant minute. Um, so I think yeah, it would probably be easier for us to just go back up there and film again because I didn't have the SLS camera. I didn't have a lot of the stuff that we're using. I didn't have the Ovilus and have any of that stuff. So money and location is no object. What is your ultimate wish list of places to investigate and why? That's a really good question, Kelly. Um, there's so many to the moon. Let's see what the hell's going on paranormal wise on the moon. Can you imagine if you went up there and you were like mapping SLS figures and like you were catching EVPs and you're like, what the hell? This is crazy. Um I saw Jack just said Myrtle's Plantation. Yep. So I lived in Texas growing up, and then also moved down to Louisiana. Right after we moved out of the house that was used as the Satanic Church, we moved to Louisiana. And I went to Myrtle's Plantation. One of my mom's friends actually got married in the Myrtle's Plantation, which, yeah, can you imagine that? We'd love to hear your stories on Stereo Dread sometime. We need to reschedule your interview. Yeah, absolutely. Oh yeah, definitely. Please do. Like shoot me an email, Patrick at thehauntedside.com. I think I saw like the schedule of like days that were available a few weeks back. Just send it to me again. Send it to me in an email though, because then I will absolutely see it. And then yeah, let's definitely get on there because I would really love to do that show, do your show for you guys. That would be amazing. Um, you think you guys think that I have abilities? I don't know. I never claimed to. I never was like, oh, I can see this or I can hear this or I'm sensitive to this. I've never, ever said that. But now that we've got, thousands and thousands of people watching these videos and eyes on all this stuff, it seems to be a trend as people are starting to say that more and more. Like, Patrick, it seems like you have this or it seems like you're sensitive to this. So who knows? Maybe I am. Because I definitely noticed that I'll hear something like when we're walking around, even Wash Show Club, I would hear something, and I'm like, "Did you hear that?" And Jason, he's back there like, "No," most of the times he doesn't hear it. But then when we play back the footage and when I'm doing the editing, I'm like, "It's there, like it's captured on the equipment, even though Jason's ears didn't hear it at the time. It's there." So maybe I am. I mean, all of this stuff is experimenting anyway, so it might be. It might be. Very, very cool. Well, guys, I don't know. I think that about does it for tonight. I didn't have much going on and have much to say. Like I said, I just wanted to pop on and say hi to all these new people coming over from Spooks. So, Sir Spooks. And if you haven't already, go watch it and give him a like and give him a comment and say that you were super excited to see the haunted side on his channel. Um, Yeah, I am pretty tired too, guys. It's been all of October, end of September and October. It was all investigation, 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 and there is such thing as a paranormal hangover, and it's still hitting me. Like I still feel just like so. But anyways, it was great to see you guys, and we'll do this again. I think Jason and I will probably pop on and do one more live stream, do one more kind of hangout before the Tahoe Biltmore event, and then the Tahoe Biltmore will film and live stream and everything. And then yeah, we've got a couple of other investigations lined up for this month. So I hopefully we'll have at least two more this month, and then going into Christmas and the holiday season and all that stuff. Might slow down a little bit. A lot of these places is going to be hard to get to with the snow, but we'll definitely do our best and keep the content coming. And like I said, guys, all these super chats, all of the patrons, all that stuff, that is literally the only way that we're able to do this stuff. Everything is completely self-funded. So even, all those like single dollars and everything like that, all of that adds up and it lets us get to these locations, get the locations rented out and film these investigations. So if you guys love it, patreon.com/the haunted side. Um, please join up and yeah, we'll Jason and I will just keep going around to all these crazy, crazy places and seeing what kind of stuff we can document. And yeah, hopefully the obvious doesn't scream hell at us anymore. Mm, nuts. But anyways, have a good night, you guys, and everybody, all the new faces here. It's awesome to meet you. Uh, Go back, watch the first season, watch what we have in the second season up right now, and leave some comments, leave some likes, and we will catch you guys later. Have an amazing night, guys. Oh no, I've broken it. I've broken it.